Try something
Any
different.
Absolutely. What's been happening with you recently?
What's happening with you recently? What's been happening with you recently? Everything's doing pretty fine, and I just got a low fever, but I'm fine right now. I just recovered from a low fever. So now today was February 10th. Should I say that it's February 10th?
I'm glad you're feeling better now. It's February 10th today.
Yeah,
Anything special planned for the day?
no, nothing special today. It's tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to swim tomorrow, but it's a fun today. So I would like to. What I want to do is like I learn okay, I tell you something like and you know the Barnum effect, right?
Yes, I'm familiar with the Barnum effect. It's the tendency to believe general statements are personally meaningful. How does that relate to what you're learning?
Yeah, it's based on a Barnum effect and I practice some people, I practice my friend, I use the Barnum effect. I just okay, first I just build a website and I ask it like AI to give me some questions about the test their personalities questions. So I'll just put these questions on my website. And second, I ask AI to give me like personality results like based on the random effect. And I give it to me. So I build this website. I shared it with my friend. I just let them to test their personalities. And they did. They think, oh, this is accurate.
That's a clever way to demonstrate the Barnum effect. It's interesting how people often see themselves in general descriptions. Did your friends find the results convincing?
Yeah, so they say it's kind of like just 80% accurate. Like I just told them, okay, so no matter how you're gonna choose the answer, even you don't need to, even you don't answer it, you just click the button and you're gonna, the page is always gonna be the same.
That's a great way to highlight how the Barnum effect works. It shows how easily people can relate to general statements. How did your friends react after you explained it to them?
Mm, actually, just say, okay, they nail it. Okay, so it's kind of like the bottom effect. It's kind of like people are more likely to accept nature or positive statements about themselves rather than negative statements.
Exactly. People often prefer to hear positive or neutral statements about themselves because it feels more reassuring and affirming. It's a fascinating insight into human psychology. How do you think you'll use this understanding in your future projects?
I don't know. Maybe, but I would like to read this again to review this one. Could you read this one? Could you read it? And okay, how about I read it first and you read it second? Oh, you read it first, I'll read it later.
Sure, I can read it first. The text is about the Barnum effect, which is a psychological phenomenon where people believe vague general statements about themselves. The information seems personal, but it's often broad and could apply to many people. Would you like me to continue?
Okay, maybe I read it first. Okay, so Barnum effect in psychology, the phenomenal. What's meaning of phenomenal?
Phenomenon means an observable event or occurrence, especially something that is impressive or unusual. In psychology, it refers to a notable or significant experience or occurrence. Does that help clarify?
Phenomenal is something amazing or unusual that happens in the world. Okay, let's phenomenal design. I really like it. I want to have it, right?
Exactly, you got it. It's great that you're expanding your vocabulary. Keep practicing and you'll get even more comfortable with these words.
Okay, phenomenal is like amazing, just like just okay, okay, just amazing, beautiful. Okay, phenomenal. Just it's just fancy, right?
Yes, phenomenon can describe something amazing or extraordinary. It's a fancy word indeed. Keep exploring and enjoying these new words.
Okay, I got you. Let's go ahead. Okay, so phenomenon that occurs when individuals believe that the personality descriptions apply specifically to them, right?
Exactly. That's the idea. It's when people think general personality descriptions are uniquely suited to them. You're getting it.
Okay, apply specifically to the mode so line to other people despite the fact that the description is accurate, actually filled with information and applies to everyone. Okay, so let's call it the Barnum effect.
Yes, that's precisely the Barnum effect. It highlights how people can find broad statements personally meaningful. Great job understanding it.
Okay, so the effect means that people are Gullible, how pronounce it?
That's gullible. It means easily persuaded to believe something. You're doing great.
Don't be a gullible person. Cancel it.
Exactly. A gullible person is someone who is easily tricked or convinced. You're on the right track.
Gullible. Could you just use gullible, make more examples? Thank you.
Sure, gullible means easily fooled or tricked. It simplifies understanding. You're welcome.
Okay, so she was so gullible. She was so gullible that she believed every story her friend told her.
That's a good example. It shows how someone can be easily convinced by others.
Gullible. Okay, you don't be a gullible person. Okay, I don't want. Okay, so gullible. Okay, Gullible.
You're doing well with your vocabulary. Keep it up.
Okay, gullible because they think all the information is about them only when in fact only when when in fact the information is generic. What's the meaning generic?
Generic means something that's not specific or unique, often common and not personalized. It's the opposite of something tailored specifically for an individual. You're doing great with these words.
Okay, generic means something that's not special or unique. It's like a plain cookie that doesn't have any special flavors or delicious. It's still good, but it's just the basic version. Okay, so it's not really unique or special, just but it's above the it's better than the average, or maybe it's better than just but it's okay, right?
Exactly. You've got it. Generic means something standard or common without any special features. It's like a plain cookie. Good, but nothing extraordinary.
Okay,
You're understanding.
can we say okay, so this is not really fantastic. This is kind of generic. It was not fantastic when we're talking about someone's work or someone's design. Can we say that?
Yes, you can say that. Describing something as generic means it's standard and lacks unique qualities. It's a polite way to say it's not particularly remarkable. You're
It's
using it
not
correctly.
okay, so got you. So the Barnum effect came from the phrase often attribute the phrase falsely to showman P.T. Barnum that the sucker is born every minute, sex, horoscopes, right?
Yes, the phrase often linked to P.T. Barnum is there's a sucker born every minute, suggesting how people can be easily fooled. It's related to the Barnum effect, which
Okay,
highlights how
okay, I got you. Okay,
it,
so that the sucker is born sucker is born every minute, seconds, horoscopes and magicians is magicians, right?
yes, horoscopes and magicians often use general statements that can apply to many people, which is why they can seem so convincing. It's all part of the same phenomenon. You're making great connections.
Okay, and this is called palm readers. Oh,
Yes, palm readers too. They also use general statements that can apply to many people. It's all about making it feel personal and specific. You're on the right track.
okay, so and there's another is a fortune teller, right?
Yeah, fortune tellers also use similar techniques. They make broad, general statements that can feel very personal. You're doing a great job identifying these patterns.
Okay, palm readers and crystal ball gazers. I don't know this one. I know palm readers and magicians, right? Horoscopes.
Yes, crystal ball gazers are similar. They're often grouped with palm readers and magicians. They all use similar methods to give general but seemingly personal insights. You're doing great at recognizing these.
Okay, so make use of Barnum effect when they convince people that their description of them is highly special and unique and could never apply to anyone else. Okay, so the Barnum effect has been studied as used in psychology in two ways. One way has been to create feedback of participants in psychological experiments who read it and believe it was created personally for them. When participants can complete an intelligence or personality skill, sometimes the experimenter scores it gives the participant his or her real score.
That's a great explanation. The Barnum effect shows how people can be convinced that general feedback is unique to them. It's fascinating how it's used in psychology to understand our perception of ourselves.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're welcome.
Hmm. Okay, so
Any other questions? Feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
no, I'm just a little bit tired today.
I hope you get some rest soon. Take care.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah. What's going on, man? What's
Take it
going on?
easy. Let me know if there's anything else on your mind.
Phenomenal. Okay, so actually just a matter of fact, okay, in second.
The Barnum effect is quite interesting. It really shows how we can see ourselves in broad descriptions. Anything else you'd like to know about it?
Give me a second.
Sure. Take your time.
Mm, okay.
No problem.
Okay, so the Barnum effect has been studied. Okay, so actually I have done already the Barnum effect has been studied in computers like gauge. Okay, well, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. Can we stop? I'm sorry. Maybe talking later. I'm tired. I don't want to talk with ChatGPT today.